we have a little bit of a first for my channel. We're taking a look at a micro brand. However, this is a micro brand that is using grade 5 titanium, and I am really happy to finally see this make its way into micro brand watches. Grade 5 titanium has tons of advantages over stainless steel, and of course grade 2 titanium, which scratches very easily. Grade 5 titanium has better scratch resistance than stainless steel, and it is light like titanium. This is a great material, and I'm happy that micro brands are starting to use it. This brand is a brand that I have never featured here on my channel. However, what they are offering, their first offering that I have featured here on my channel, is incredible. This watch is under $600 in grade 5 titanium, and it gets a Sellita SW360. It also gets a handmade, US made alligator strap. So you're getting a lot of watch for under $600. Let's flip the camera and take a look at this pretty amazing value from AXIA. So one of the things I love about my channel is that I get to bring watches to the channel that a lot of people don't know about, and also watches that are an extremely good value, especially for the specs that you're getting. Today, it's both of those. This is a watch that you probably have never heard of. It's from a brand called AXIA. They are making some pretty high quality watches, especially considering the price and the specs that you are getting. This is a $595 watch. I haven't even unboxed it yet. I'm telling you the price because this is a major selling point for this watch. You are getting a very high grade movement in this watch. You're getting a grade 5 titanium case. You are getting an alligator strap, sapphire crystal on the front and back. You get to see the SW360 that they are using in this watch. It comes in this leather pouch with an extra strap changing tool, and in here, in this zipper, you're getting a microfiber cloth. Now there's two watches in here. Obviously, you're only getting one watch for that $595, but I have to say, that is pretty insane. I have the blue dial here and the black dial to show you guys. Now the fact that you are getting an alligator strap that is handmade in the United States is pretty amazing. There are brands that charge almost $500 for an alligator strap. For major brands like Vacheron, they charge more than that for an alligator strap. And here you're getting an entire watch. This is grade 5 titanium as well. So you can see you have a screwed-in crown that is signed, nice big crown, polishing and brushing, and there are very crisp transitions between the polishing and the brushing on this case. You have a polished bezel, and then you have a stepped dial. So you have an hour track that is basically the outer portion of the dial. Step down from there, you have small seconds. I love small seconds. All of those dots are loomed, all of the indices are loomed, the fence post hands, those are loomed as well. You have the applied logo right there, it says AXIA, and then you have a date, very discreet date, right above the 6 o'clock on that lower portion of the dial, and there is even loom on that small seconds hand. I am really impressed with this watch, especially for the price that they are charging. Flip it over, and there is the SW360. Decorated, you have blued screws. I mean, it is really nice. I'll do close-ups so you can see it. You have a very big sapphire crystal here because they have a portion of the area back here. You could actually have that engraved, and this one is a prototype, so it just says, free engraving on this area. So basically that's what it is. But you do have a screwed-in case back, 100 meters of water resistance. So this is basically an everyday sports watch. Alligator strap, I don't see very often from a micro brand. You see that they are really trying to do something very affordable and give you a lot for that price. So $595, basically $600, but you're getting a lot for that $600. And I have to say, the movement in here, Manta use a very similar movement. They use the SW300, they use the SW330, I believe. I don't believe they use the SW360. And, you know, I recently reviewed one of their watches here on my channel. I don't know if they'll ever make a bracelet for a watch like this. I really hope that they do, and if they do it in grade 5 titanium, that would be awesome. But I bring up Manta because Manta make very high quality watches with really nice finishing. This is almost on the same level as Manta, case-wise and movement-wise. Even dial-wise, the dial is very, very nice on here. The blue is beautiful. You have sort of a sunburst effect on it. It's a little bit, I don't want to call it iridescent, but it looks dark blue, it looks black, depending on the light when you're moving it around. But let's quickly do some measurements. Also, you could get a blue alligator strap. They sent this along as well. So blue, brown, I really like the brown the best, and then the black. For my money, I would definitely go for the blue dial with the brown strap. I think this combination is absolutely killer. It looks fantastic. Now, I think this is around a 40, I think it's a 40 millimeter watch, so 40.3. It looks a little bit bigger than that on screen and in hand, really, because you have a very thin bezel that sort of slopes down. That's because, you know, with more dial space, it looks a little bit bigger. On wrist, it does fit like a 40 millimeter, and I'll show you that in just a minute as well. Thickness here, 10.8 millimeters thick. And of course, that is because you have the SW360, a thin movement, a thin watch. And of course, you're getting a screwed in crown and screwed in case back with 100 meters of water resistance. Big crown, 6.7 millimeters. And then the lug to lug on here is a respectable 47.9. So this will be a very comfortable watch to wear. Now, the only changes that I know of that will be happening to this watch is the buckle. The buckle is a little bit of a generic buckle, but they said they will be putting a custom buckle on this watch. I think it will be in grade 5 titanium as well. However, if it's in stainless steel, I don't think that's all that big of a deal, but considering that the case is made out of grade 5 titanium, if they do the buckle in grade 5 titanium, that would be awesome. I'm sure that would be very expensive, but who knows. Really a very nice watch for the price. It's sort of a field watch, sort of an everyday watch, but I would probably say it's more of just an everyday watch, something that you could wear every day. It has 100 meters of water resistance. It's lightweight, grade 5 titanium, so it's not going to scratch. Sapphire crystal with a high grade movement. Pretty awesome. And then you have a NATO strap that you could put it on, or you could put it on this beautiful handmade in the United States alligator strap, and it says handmade in the United States on the bottom. Pretty awesome, man. I am very, very impressed. Very quickly, I'll throw it on my wrist, and then we'll do a loom shot. Today, I have a very interesting watch on. This is an Accutron, inspired by the Empire State Building. These are very, very rare watches, and I was able to get one, and I really am in love with it. It's like a tank watch, but I've never actually seen one in person. I've only read articles about them, and I wanted to get one, and finally I found one, so there you go. So here is the AXIA. This is called the Sofia 2. I don't know if there was a 1, but it's called the Sofia 2. And there you go. I mean, it wears it looks a little bit bigger on my wrist, so I would say it probably looks like a 41 millimeter, but it is like a 40 and change, I would say. So it wears like a 41 millimeter. That's because of that thin bezel and that large dial area. Pretty awesome. That date, I have to say, I don't generally like dates, but you don't notice the date on this watch whatsoever. And if you want to see it, you'll see it. If you don't, you don't. I personally like that. I think some people may not because they want to be able to see the date at a glance. I'm acutely aware of what date it is at almost all times. So for me, the date, not that important on my watch. There you go. This is the brown dial, blue dial, brown strap. And then I have the black dial, black strap. I really like this version, but it's something about that brown strap with the blue dial. I've always liked that combination. I think that looks really good. Also, you get free engraving if that's something that you care about. You get free engraving in the case back, as I showed you before. I'll show it to you again before we throw the lights off and do a loom shot. I have a 7.5 inch wrist for reference. Very lightweight, grade 5 titanium. Again, pretty damn awesome. So very quickly, let's do a loom shot. I'll just show you that ring in the back one more time. I'll do a close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's a blue ring. It's probably an anodized piece of aluminum, and that's how they engrave it. You can put anything you want there, pretty much. Anyway, very quickly, a loom shot, and then we'll wrap up the video. Well, there you go. The loom is excellent on here as well. The second hand is lume. Even the track for the second hand has lume. And then of course the indices have lume. Those are very Art Deco looking and very liberally applied with lume. The hands are lume, the hour and minutes. They did everything here. They lumed everything that is basically painted on the dial, and they liberally applied it with lume. I did want to mention also the sapphire crystal gets AR coating, and I believe the back sapphire crystal has a little bit of AR coating as well, which is obviously them paying attention to detail, and I mean every detail here. That's why I compared them to Manta. I think that they do a great job with their watches, and this is sort of an affordable version of a Manta, and without any sort of compromise. Now, if they put this on a bracelet and maybe charge $200 more, $300 more, this would be a mind-blowingly good deal. I mean, it's already a fantastic deal. I mean, $600, under $600 for this watch is insane. Grade 5 titanium and the use of the SW360, two things that you do not see from micro brands. So pretty awesome. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm really excited about this watch because of the value that it is offering. And I think a lot of people will find this to be a really good value. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. There's some links down in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you in the next video.